What's up, everybody? Brian Mann here, Hands-On Auto Training, end of day, August 23rd, 2021. Guys, I learned a lot today. I really had a couple of good learning experiences, so I'm going to go ahead and share those with you as we go along. We had a 2017 Promaster City with a TCM. I'm going to talk about that, and also a 2016 Malibu. 2016 Malibu with a 1.5 turbo. We had a misfire. I want to go over some stuff. Maybe you see in the picture here, you can see my funny artwork and tell me what I'm talking about. And we also had a 2014 Silverado with a P06 Delta Alpha oil pressure sensor code. Before we get into any detail, I want to tell you guys, those of you that are core and premium members, the all keys lost video for the 2014 Nissan Rogue using an Auto Pro pad is up on the membership site. You guys can see the process. I kind of broke it down the right way, step by step, showing you what I did, but then I also have the unedited version so you can laugh at how long it took me to do the job for real, because I was poking around and I didn't know what I was doing. So today started with the 2017 Promaster, and just so you guys know, this was a new TCM installed for a shop. I looked at the procedure on all data. I checked out the procedure. I'm like, whoa, I never hit my brake pedal and hold it all the time when I'm programming a TCM. Well, that's what they say to do. Just so you know, this job was more involved than I thought, because first I had to program the TCM, then I had to update the ECM, and then we had to do the restore proxy alignment, or looks like a restore configuration proxy alignment procedure. Then we had to do TCM VIN verification. Then we had to calibrate or learn the solenoid calibrations. Then we had to reset the adapts. Then we had to do a quick learn. That is the procedure step by step. And just so you know, that takes a while. It takes a lot of time to get all that done. But to do the job right, that's what I have to do. I quoted a job at a price. I had to stick with it. I'll know in the future I'm charging a little more for that, because that's a lot of work. Next, we went on to this 2016 Malibu. Now, I got to tell you, this thing has a intermittent misfire. I did a compression check with the WPS. Actually, I did a relative compression test using the oscilloscope and high amp clamp, and I could see something going on with one cylinder. But then later on, I duplicated. I had two cylinders that were low, and I just had some weird results. I gotta tell you, part of my hang up was when I was doing this job, I had forgot. I went to John Thornton's class, and some of my Facebook friends called me out and actually told me, hey, wait a minute, you will see a little nose sometimes on a turbo, and I forgot all about that. I gotta be honest with you guys, I have not personally scope checked a in-cylinder on a turbo that I know of. And if I have, I haven't seen these results, so I kind of got hung up there. But we're going to be doing a decarbon on this as a starting point, because I did put my little bore scope down there and it was pretty gunked up, and we're going to see what happens. Now, I gotta tell you also, this vehicle was an intermittent misfire. Sometimes it missed, sometimes it didn't. So I spent a little bit of time on that, probably longer than I should, but just trying to make sure I was covering my bases. The next job was this 2014 Silverado with the P06 Delta Alpha. That's an oil pressure control solenoid. We had a solenoid code. Now, the flow chart kind of would have you jumping around a little bit. It's hard to get down there and disconnect this. I really struggled getting it disconnected. But what I did before I disconnected it is I know this is a solenoid. I know one side is hot, fed from a fuse. The other side's ground side control, and the PCM is usually has it off. With the key on, back probing, I had power at the one side. The other side had 2 volts. Now, 2 volts is kind of a funny voltage, right? We don't really expect 2 volts. We expect high or low. If the solenoid was turned on, I'd expect it to be low on that side. We want to see all of our voltage dropped across that solenoid. If the solenoid's turned off, I want to see high voltage. Well, what I'm seeing here is an open circuit in this pump. Now, this goes right into the front cover, and the harness goes down to the solenoid that's on the oil pump. To do this job, you got to pull the front cover, drop the pan, and probably a little bit of other stuff. So that being said, I did take a resistor and put it across that harness. All right, guys, I got probed in to this circuit. I do have a 2 ohm resistor in line there. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see if the code will clear and stay cleared, because before we had this where we could not clear the code. It would come back immediately. Uh-oh. We lose our data. Let's go here. Diagnostic trouble codes, DTC display. Oh, passed and failed. We never had that before. This is for that oil control circuit. Let me clear DTCs. Add all. Okay. And okay. Complete. And we have no code stored. If I remove that and refresh this, it'll pop a code immediately. So I know for a fact we have an open circuit there. Guys, that was my day in a nutshell. I gotta tell you, like I said, learning is takes time and it's hard, but boy, we're getting to be better technicians every time we learn. I don't know it all. I'm learning every day, and that's what makes my job fun. I hope you guys have a great evening. Have a great day. We'll see you.